Welcome to another episode of repairs to this poor old Triumph TR7. Now, what am I doing today? Well, these are nylethane sort of spring tops and bottoms, and they're completely collapsed on this car. And this car's got lowered springs in it, and so that sort of 1/4 inch thickness there and there adds up to like 1/2 inch, and that's enough without it for the spring to come out when you jack the car up. So they need replacing. I suspect that I'll have to do this though first, and that's the fuel gauge sender. Now, I've done one of these before in this car probably 30 years ago, so I don't really remember how I did it. The fuel tank is sort of up above the diff. I don't remember, I have a sneaking suspicion I had to take the diff out for some reason, and I did it then. I'm not sure I have to get the diff out. I won't know until I get under the car and have a look. I can't remember. So let's get on with it. It looks like it's possible to do this fuel sensor gauge thingy. It's fairly accessible. The next question is how much petrol's in this car. And it hasn't been anywhere for 2 years, so I have no idea. So let's I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Come on. There's 3 wires on this thing. One's obviously an earth, so that's not a problem. I'm going to put a bit of tape on one of them, and it's on the lower. It's sort of like a round thing, and it's the lowest connection. Well, there's no option but to try and take this out and hope there's no petrol going to come gushing. There is a gush. There's a gush. There's a gush. There's petrol going every bloody way. Well, I had one hell of a gush of petrol there, which was predictable, I suppose. And so it's taken a while to clean it all up. It's still dripping. Let's try and get this sensor out. Oh, thanks for that. Well, what can I say? That job was not a pleasant job, and it's done. I hope it's done anyway. There's a, like on all the other triumphs as well, there's a thing that sort of you turn or you knock it round, tighten up. And I haven't got a lot of confidence in it, but it seems to be done. There's petrol gone everywhere, and I think I'm a bit petrol smelly. Oh well, on to the next job, and that's the tops and bottoms of these springs, these nylethane thingies. But first, I think it's time to de-petrol a bit. Well, that was a messy job. Petrol everywhere. But it's done and dusted now. Next thing's this nylethane, which is well and truly collapsed into sort of bits of granule. Well, it needs to be sort of removed. I have seen nylethane do this before, but can't say there seems to be any logic to it. I thought it was lucky use. I had a race dolomite at one point and it didn't get used, and the nylethane collapsed on that car. And yeah, I haven't been able to work it out. But certainly when it goes, it just becomes like little bits of granule plastic. Well, to get these back in, I'm going to have to put a jack under the diff, undo the shock absorbers to get it to come down a bit. The other side, the nylethane hasn't collapsed as much, so the spring's still in place. So let's get a jack under it and go from there. Okay, time to put these nylethane spring tops and bottoms in. Because it's such a fine run thing with the spring coming out, but these springs have been in this car for, I don't know, geez, 20 years, and I've never had any problems. But in the light of the nylethane collapsing and then the spring being able to come out when that happens, just going to put a bit of wire around, like just around the base of the spring, just to keep it in place if something like that happens. Now it's time to do the shock absorbers up. Shock absorbers sort of limit the travel of the suspension, so once I do that up, the springs should stay in place. that's the shock absorber's done up, and therefore the springs aren't going to come out now that the nylethane bushes are back in. But I'll do these bits of wire up just as a bit of a safety, and then that'll be this job done. Well, that's just about what I set out to do. Very quick little episode of repairs to this old Triumph. Replaced the nylethane bushes, top and bottom of the springs, and replaced the fuel sender in the fuel tank. Now the little float thing in that was full of petrol, so that's probably why it wasn't working. So hopefully that's fixed, and well, the spring thingies are fixed. So that's about it for this episode. Tune in, same duck time, same duck channel, for more mechanical mayhem on this poor old Triumph TR7. Now next time you'll see me fitting a electric power steering kit to this poor old thing. Now I've read the instructions sort of briefly, and I don't think it's going to be absolutely plain sailing. There's more than just bolting it on. So that could turn out to be a long episode, or it could turn out to be a two-parter. We will see. So bye for now.